Jump proved that Blackpink continued to define the K-pop landscape.
Jump is the first song that we reacted to. I think it's because Rose is the one that opens it. I've been stuck on Rose ever since. What's up? It's me again. So we are now in Bangkok, Thailand. We finally made it. The long-awaited trip that I talked to you guys about, it's finally here, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting as much, because it's just been a hell of a week getting settled in, getting the apartment, the travel. It was a long travel from Canada, pretty much 24 hours, so I was exhausted. I tried posting the Squid Games video. I filmed it, it was edited, everything was done. But then as soon as I try uploading it to YouTube, I get hit with the most outrageous copyright claims. And no matter how I edit it, copyrighted, copyrighted, copyrighted. So I guess I'm still trying to find a way to put it out. I tried putting my face in front. I tried hiding basically the whole show. Nothing will do. So I'm kind of figuring this out right now. And we're right back to Blackpink, because one of the most requested video was for me to watch the Blackpink guide so that I can understand why this group has such a massive audience, such a massive impact, and quite fairly is the group that brought you to the channel probably. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be reacting to the Blackpink guide. I tried looking for different versions of the same because there was so many versions of the same video. And I settled for a video called How Blackpink Became the Greatest Girl Group of All Time. And it has a lot of views, pretty much 200K views. So I figured this would be the one to watch. So great videos coming. I have so many videos planned while I'm here in Thailand and Bangkok. I cannot wait. So we got How Blackpink Became the Greatest Girl Group of All Time. The video is by The Note. So obviously all credits go to this YouTuber who put all of this together. So you guys can, The Note, so you guys can go subscribe and give the support because that's his video that we are gonna be reacting to. Let's go.
We grew into something that we didn't even know was possible.
All I wanted was people to see the potential in us. Who would have imagined thousands of people singing in Korean?
True.
They were just hoping people would notice.
Coachella.
Blackpink is the revolution.
Now the whole world knows their name. This is Blackpink. When YG Entertainment announced they would debut their first girl group since 2NE1, the pressure was suffocating. 2NE1 had been legendary, fierce, unapologetic, and revolutionary. Just how do you follow legends? The answer came in the form of 4 trainees who had been forged in YG's notoriously rigorous training system.
So trainees are like girls that are being taken
6 years,
out of nowhere, auditioned, and then they basically train her to be a star.
A Korean beauty with an
Kim Ji-soo,
actress's
Jennie
presence
Kim,
and a
Kim Ji-soo.
vocalist's soul. Roseanne Park, the Australian-born powerhouse whose voice could shatter glass and mend hearts.
Rosé.
And Lalisa
She mended
Manamon,
my heart.
the Thai dancer whose moves defied physics and whose charisma commanded attention from across
She does have a
continents.
lot of charisma.
These 4 talented girls had been carefully crafted into artists, each bringing something unique to create a perfect storm of talent, beauty, and attitude. On August 8, 2016, Blackpink made their explosive debut
Okay, so
and
2016
shattered
was their debut.
expectations from the start. With Square One, they broke every rule in the K-pop playbook. 2 title tracks, Umbaya, an explosive, in-your-face anthem that screamed confidence.
Maybe we should react
Whistle,
to
a
their
minimalist,
debut.
sultry track that whispered seduction, light
Okay.
and dark, loud.
Their videos was
and
always
soft.
crazy.
This duality became their strategic brilliance. The numbers spoke immediately. Whistle hit #1 on the Korean charts,
for
the
their
first girl
debut.
group to achieve this with a debut song in
Yeah,
over
exactly.
4
Wow.
years. Bumbaya dominated internationally, becoming the most watched debut music video by a K-pop group.
Damn.
But more importantly, they had captured something intangible: attention. The world was watching. Within months, they followed up with Playing with Fire and Stay, proving their debut had been no fluke. Playing with Fire showcased their ability to blend vulnerability with strength, while Stay revealed their vocal depths.
Yeah, exactly. This is something that I noticed about Blackpink when I react to their songs, is that they're very versatile. And I don't know if it's the YG training or what the reason is, but it's like they're really able to do every style. And I feel like it took a lot of work to be able to master all those styles, because that's what set them apart from the other groups for me, is that you have Rose, who can sing and be just like a lullaby, you know, and then you have Jennie and Lisa, who are rapping like Eminem. So their versatility is something that really impressed me. So I'm not surprised that this is one of the reasons they blew up so much, because it's to be admired.
Each release had people talking, whispers across the industry, and among fans that the future of K-pop was here.
It was indeed.
As If It's Your Last, in 2017, arrived like a curveball that nobody saw coming. After establishing themselves with darker, more mature concepts, they delivered something bright, playful,
I like their style. They're always so creative with their style and their visual identity.
Genius. The song showcased their range, proving they could dominate any concept, any genre,
Exactly.
any mood. The track was a commercial juggernaut, but more importantly, it was a strategic masterpiece. It showed the world that Blackpink couldn't be boxed in. They weren't just the girl crush group or the fierce concept. They were artists who could shapeshift while maintaining their essence. But As If It's Your Last was the setup, what came next was the knockout punch. June 2018, Square Up era, the moment everything changed.
It's 2018.
Became
Rose.
a phenomenon that
She looks
changed
even better with the
everything.
red hair.
The track was cinematic, with a beat that felt like a movie trailer and lyrics that read like a manifesto. The music video was a visual feast. Luxury cars, designer outfits, and cinematography that belonged in a blockbuster film. But beyond the aesthetics, there was something deeper. This was Blackpink at their boldest, most powerful, with nothing to prove and nothing to lose. The numbers were staggering. The music video broke.
And that's also something I'm very surprised about. In a society as conservative, I think it's like South Korea and everything, where everything I feel is very scrutinized, and idols and stars, celebrities are very looked upon and criticized for every little thing. They really came in with a sense of, I don't care, I don't give a F. And this is one of the reasons I feel like people identified with them so much, because as the guys said in the video, they really broke the norm, the rule, the mold. They can't be boxed in. And this is what I like about this group also. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who recognized it.
YouTube records, becoming the most watched music video by a K-pop group. It hit #1 in multiple countries. It charted on the Billboard Hot 100,
Wow.
making Blackpink the first K-pop girl group to achieve this milestone.
So 2018 is
But
really
the
when
real
they
victory
blew
was
up.
cultural. The song became the template. Every girl group that followed would be measured against this standard.
Wow.
It didn't just chart. It changed the conversation about what K-pop could be on the global stage. By the end of 2018, Blackpink had achieved something unprecedented. They had become the first K-pop girl group to truly break through to mainstream Western audiences. They had evolved from Asian superstars to global icons.
Have they won a
Success
Grammy
as a
yet?
way of raising
I know Rose did,
expectations,
I think.
and
but
Blackpink's
rest of
challenge
them-
was clear. How do you follow perfection?
Damn.
Kill This Love was
That
their
is
answer. A cinematic epic that felt like a Hollywood blockbuster compressed into 3 minutes. The song was massive, theatrical, and gloriously dramatic. The music video looked like it cost more than most movies, featuring elaborate sets, stunning choreography, and visuals that belonged in an art gallery. The track debuted at number 41 on the Billboard Hot 100,
Wow, 100
the highest
again.
debut by a K-pop girl group in history. It
So they
racked up
surpassed
over
their previous
56
one.
million views in just 24 hours, smashing yet
56 million views in 24 hours? Wow. Okay, nah, they got it. They got it.
another YouTube record. But
Yeah.
beyond the numbers, Kill This Love represented something bigger. Blackpink's complete transformation from K-pop stars to global entertainment icons. Then came 2020, and with it, their most ambitious year yet.
Okay.
How You Like That arrived as a powerful declaration of their continued dominance. The song was fierce, the choreography was intricate, and the production was flawless. But what made it special was its timing. Released during the global pandemic,
Exactly.
it became an anthem of resilience and strength when the world
That's what I was about to say, that it's ambitious to release such a big project or track, whatever, during the middle of the pandemic. And when I think most people would kind of lay low, the fact that they were able to push it out and still make a global sensation during the pandemic is, I feel like this is what set them apart from most groups.
needed it most. The
When the world
records
needed
it
it
broke
most.
were almost absurd. Most watched music video premiere in YouTube history.
Damn.
Most viewed music video in 24 hours. First song by a K-pop girl group to debut at #1 on the Billboard Global 200. The
Number
accolades
one.
kept coming, but they felt almost secondary to the cultural moment Blackpink had created. Then came Ice Cream, their collaboration with Selena Gomez
With Selena?
that represented their
Damn.
full entry into Western pop
Yeah,
culture.
that's when they entered
The song was
Western.
playful, colorful, and undeniably catchy. More importantly, it was a bridge between worlds, Korean and American, East and West, traditional K-pop and global pop. But the crown jewel of this era was Lovesick Girls and the album, Blackpink's first full-length release. After
Whoa.
years of
So they started in 2016 and didn't release a single album, like full album, until 2020. That seems a bit risky as a strategy, as a marketing strategy, because after years and years, your fans are going to be expecting albums. So if this was their first album in 2020 and the fans still stayed and they still were loyal, that shows the dedication of the fan base.
mini albums and singles, fans
Okay, mini
finally had a
albums.
complete artistic
Exactly.
vision. The album was a journey through different emotions, sounds, and concepts, proving that Blackpink could sustain a full narrative arc. The Lovesick Girls was perhaps their most vulnerable moment, a track that showed their softer side while maintaining their signature strength. The song felt like growth, like maturity, like artists who had found their voice and weren't afraid to show different facets of
Maybe
their
we should
artistry.
react to the
By
Lovesick Girls.
2020, Blackpink had achieved something that seemed impossible when they debuted. They had become the biggest girl group in the world. Not just K-pop, not just Asia, the world. Being the biggest girl group in the world comes with responsibilities Blackpink never asked for, but embraced completely. Their influence extended far beyond music. Each member became a fashion icon in their own right. Jennie's street style influenced trends across Asia. Jisoo's elegant looks graced magazine covers worldwide. Rosé's effortless chic became the gold standard for off-duty celebrity style. Lisa's bold fashion choices pushed boundaries and inspired countless
Damn,
imitations.
I like it.
But their fashion influence
Iman.
went beyond just clothes. It was about representation. 4 Asian women were setting beauty and style standards for the entire world.
That is
They created
big.
new beauty ideals rather than conforming to Western standards. The Netflix documentary Blackpink Light
Oh.
Up the Sky gave fans unprecedented access to their journey.
I never even saw this on Netflix. I didn't even know they had a documentary on Netflix. Let me know in the comment if we should react to it. But then it's Netflix, right? They might copyright me again. I would really love to watch the Blackpink documentary on Netflix. Is it about a tour or is it about their whole background?
It humanized them while somehow making them seem even more extraordinary. The documentary became a cultural artifact that documented their rise and impact.
Okay,
But
got my
perhaps
answer.
their greatest cultural achievement was Coachella.
Yeah, we
In
reacted
2019,
to Coachella.
Blackpink became the
Wow.
first K-pop girl group to perform at the festival. Their performance became historic and transformative. They commanded the stage like seasoned rock stars, proving that K-pop belonged on the world's biggest stages. While Blackpink's group success was undeniable, 2021 marked the beginning of a new chapter, the era of individual artistic exploration.
So 2021 is when they kind
Rosé
of
stepped
went
into
their
the
own way.
spotlight first with On the Ground and
Rosé.
Gone in March 2021.
Gone. I think we
Her
reacted
solo
to
debut
Gone.
became revolutionary. On the Ground debuted at number 70 on the Billboard Hot 100, making her the first Korean female soloist to enter the chart. The song's introspective lyrics and acoustic-driven melody showcased a completely different side of her artistry. Vulnerable, personal, and deeply emotional.
Is that not what I said about Rosé when we reacted to her? Is this not what I've been saying about all those girls ever since I've been reacting to them, that Rose, when she sings alone, has a very vulnerable and emotional style, and that as a group they're kind of like icons, divas, but then when they go solo, it's really about them and how they feel inside, and it's really humanizing. That's exactly what I said when I reacted to them. I might become a critic, I might become an analyst or something.
The music video for On the Ground was a visual masterpiece that felt like a short film. It explored themes of fame, authenticity, and finding oneself, themes that resonated with millions who had watched her journey from trainee to global superstar.
That must have been crazy
Gone
seeing
further
them from their
cemented her
debut
as a
to
serious
now.
artist, proving her vocal abilities could carry an entire song without
That's
the
a
support
10
of
years
her
journey.
group members. Lisa followed with Lalisa in September 2021, and if
Lalisa.
Rosé's solo was introspective, Lisa's was explosive.
Again, exactly what I said when we reacted to Lisa, her solo song. I was like, she's explosive. She's like, she's aggressive. She's something completely different than Rose, and I'm sure she can be vulnerable and emotional too. But that's what I really liked about those girls, is that they each have their own separate style, individuality. But then when they come together as a group, it's like a perfect symphony. I should really become an analyst or something. Wow.
Lalisa was a celebration of her Thai heritage and her journey to becoming a global icon. The song was bold, confident, and unmistakably Lisa, featuring rap verses, dance breaks, and visuals that showcased her as the complete performer she had always been. But it was Money that truly broke the internet. The B-side track became a phenomenon in ways that even title tracks rarely
Wow.
achieve. The song's aggressive beat, confident lyrics, and Lisa's commanding delivery made it a viral sensation. Money top charts globally, became a TikTok phenomenon, and established Lisa
Money.
as a
Did I
force to
hear
be
that
reckoned
song?
with as a solo artist. The success of Money was unprecedented. It became the first song by a K-pop soloist to surpass 1 billion streams on Spotify.
1
It charted
billion.
in over 80 countries. It
1
sparked a
billion,
cultural
huh?
wave that went beyond music.
Wow.
Jisoo's artistic journey took a
Jisoo.
different path, focusing initially on acting with her breakthrough role in Snowdrop.
Snowdrop,
Her
you guys
performance
suggested me
proved
to
she
watch
wasn't
this.
just a visual or a vocalist, she was a serious actress capable
Oh,
of
really?
carrying dramatic narratives.
So she's
The
a very
controversy
talented
surrounding
actress.
the drama only highlighted her professionalism and grace under pressure. When Jisoo
What controversy surrounding Snowdrop? If you guys can help me on that, because I didn't follow Snowdrop, so there's been a controversy on the show. But yeah, like from the clips that I'm seeing of Jisoo, she seems like a great actress. I know you guys wanted me to watch Snowdrop, but then I don't see it on Netflix. I might just go watch the streaming, like watch it on streaming and react to it. They might let me upload it, because clearly Netflix is not going to let me upload their shows. So yeah, we might watch Snowdrop.
finally released Me in March 2023, it was worth the wait. The song was elegant, sophisticated, and perfectly suited to her image as Blackpink's visual and lead vocalist. Me showcased her growth as an artist and her ability to create music that felt authentically hers while maintaining the Blackpink standard of excellence. Jennie's solo journey began earlier with Solo in 2018, but during
Jennie.
this era, she focused on expanding her artistic horizons through collaborations in fashion. Her influence grew beyond music into lifestyle and culture, making her one of the most sought-after celebrities in Asia. Her acting debut in HBO's The Idol series
Oh, she played with
showcased
The
her
Weeknd.
dramatic range, while her solo track, You and Me, proved her continued musical evolution. What made this era special was how each member proved they could be superstars individually while maintaining their group
Exactly
identity.
what I said.
They had become complete artists who happened to be part of the greatest girl group ever assembled. Even as they conquered the world as solo artists, Blackpink proved their group magic remained unmatched. Their comeback as a group unleashed global smashes like Pink Venom and Shut Down.
Those were the first songs that I reacted to: Pink Venom, Shut Down, and Jump, I think. And this was my first introduction to Blackpink. And needless to say, I wasn't disappointed. You guys probably watched the video. It's the most watched video on my channel. I was not disappointed by Pink Venom and Shut Down and Jump. So if I understand, this was their comeback as a group. So they kind of separated for a few years, if I'm getting it right. and then came back together to show that they were still a group and released those 3 songs. And that's why it became so viral, and that's why it was such a big sensation, and that's why it was such I won't say an aggressive song, but it was really like a comeback, like, hey, I'm still here. Okay, it makes more sense.
Tracks that dominated charts, broke records, and proved Blackpink was still at the top of their game.
They were.
The Born Pink World Tour in 2022 to 2023 became the highest grossing tour by a K-pop girl group in history, selling out stadiums across 6 continents and performing for over 1.8 million fans.
Damn.
Each show was a spectacular reminder that while they could shine individually, together they were unstoppable. Elaborate stage designs, stunning visuals, and performances that proved why they were called the Queens. The tour served as a bridge between their solo dominance and their continued group legacy, setting the stage for what would become their most ambitious chapter yet. As Blackpink entered their 8th year, the question wasn't whether they were still relevant, it was whether anyone else could catch up.
Damn,
2024
that's a flex.
became the year Blackpink members dominated the global music scene individually.
Really?
The solo releases throughout 2024 were nothing short of spectacular. Jennie released Slow Motion with Matt Champion and Spot with Zico, showcasing her versatility as a collaborator.
I don't know any of
Lisa
those.
delivered Rockstar New Woman with Rosalia and Moonlit Floor, proving her solo career was just beginning. Rosé's #1 Girl built anticipation for her album Rosie, and her collaboration with Bruno Mars on APT became global phenomena.
This song was fire, and obviously when I listened to it for the first time, it was because of Bruno. Because Bruno, when he takes part of like featurings and everything, he always puts his best foot forward and he always delivers. But I came out really surprised from Rosé because Don't You Love Me? That was crazy. I listened to that song on repeat. But yeah, APT was crazy.
With APT breaking streaming records and creating viral dance trends worldwide. The song's Western chart success proved that Blackpink members could succeed in any musical landscape. 2025 brought even more. Lisa's debut album Alter Ego in February showcased her full artistic range, while Jennie continued her collaborative streak with Love Hangover featuring Dominic Fike and Extra L with Doechii.
We reacted to Extra L. Extra L, na na na, I think that's the one. That song was fire too. It's in my phone now.
All while making waves with her debut solo album and its viral title track, Like Jennie.
Everybody want to be Jennie.
Confident anthem that topped charts and solidified her identity as both artist and icon. Lisa's collaborations expanded with Born Again featuring Doja Cat and Ray, and
do I have to tell you guys about Born Again? Did you guys see my reaction to Born Again? This song is my favorite song. It's one of my favorite songs ever. It's still on my phone. I think it's in my top 3 most listened to songs ever since I downloaded it again. This is the song that I really loved, and then I lost it for like a year. And then when I realized it was from Lisa, when you guys made me react to it, I was so pleasantly surprised because I've been looking for that song for so long. And now that I have it, I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go.
Priceless with Maroon 5.
Never listened to it.
Jisoo released her album Amortage, continued her acting career with Newtopia, and is set to star in the upcoming film Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Damn, so she's really an
While
actress.
Rosé
She's
continued
grinding
her
the
momentum with
actress.
Messy, a song that became part of the F1 film, one of the biggest blockbusters of the year, and her latest collaboration on my mind with Alex Warren.
I don't know
the
that.
members were everywhere, performing at major award shows, gracing Fashion Week runways, starring in films and series, and breaking streaming records. They had become individual superstars while maintaining their group identity.
Lewis Hamilton.
As anticipation reached fever pitch, Blackpink announced their comeback with Jump and the Deadline World Tour. The highly anticipated return marked their first group release in nearly 3 years, and fans around the world were ecstatic. The song premiered live during their tour opener at Goyang Stadium on July 5, 2025, creating an electrifying moment that reminded everyone why Blackpink remained unmatched. Jump proved that Blackpink continued to define the K-pop landscape.
Jump is the first song that we reacted to. I think it's because Rosé is the one that opens it. I've been stuck on Rosé ever since. I'm not that easy to tame. Like, Rose really shined for me in that song, and now every time I see Rose, I just get butterflies in my stomach. So yeah, Jump was a crazy song. It was not what I expected when I reacted to it, but it is a crazy song regardless.
Than simply surviving it. Jump became the comeback that proved 9 years after debut, they were still evolving, still
9
pushing
years is
boundaries,
crazy
still
to still
setting
be
the
at the top.
standard. New groups continued to cite them as influences. Industry experts still measured success against Blackpink's achievements, and their impact remained the baseline for what global K-pop success looked like. Blackpink's story isn't just about four women who became successful singers. It's about artists who fundamentally changed what was possible for Asian entertainers on the global stage.
They really
They
made it
proved that
global.
K-pop girl groups could be just as successful as boy groups internationally. They showed that Asian artists could set trends rather than follow them. They demonstrated that authenticity and artistic vision could coexist with commercial success. But
Wait, is Blackpink more popular than BTS? It's something that I've never really thought about because the guy in the video, he keeps saying buy a girl group, like the records for girl artists. But like globally, are they on the same level more or less than BTS? Because I would say I haven't heard much of BTS lately. Obviously, back then with Dynamite and everything, it was BTS. But I feel like Blackpink is more relevant on the global stage, recently at least.
perhaps their greatest achievement was representation. Four Asian women became the most influential girl group in the world by being unapologetically themselves. They opened doors for countless artists who followed, proving that excellence transcends cultural boundaries. Every record they broke became a new ceiling for others to reach.
That is
Every
a
boundary
hard-
they crossed became a path for others to
That
follow.
is a hard task to follow.
Every stage they conquered became a platform for Asian excellence. Blackpink redefined what global stardom could mean. They proved that success came from embracing your identity so completely that the world had no choice but to embrace you too. In the end, Blackpink's legacy lives in the proof that four young women with talent, determination, and vision could change the entire landscape of global entertainment. They came, they saw, they conquered, and they're still reigning in your area. Blackpink dared to be bold. Will you?
Nice. Well, thank you, Denoit, for this. That was a great video. All right, so we reacted to the Blackpink documentary, mini documentary, and I have to say that I'm surprised by their longevity. I knew they were at Coachella in 2018, but I didn't think it was that much of a continuous dominance. I thought they came, they left for a while, broke some records, were number 2, number 3, but then I realized that they've been number 1 the whole way. They haven't missed a step. I'm happy that the guy mentioned that a big part of their success as a group also comes from the fact that individually they're so good, because it's something that I realized by myself reacting to them. It's that individually, when I reacted to them, I reacted to each of them. Yeah, Rose, Jennie, Lisa, Jisoo. Individually, they could be stars. You know, they don't need each other, but when they come together, they are amazing. So I'm happy that the guy mentioned that, because it's definitely something that I saw. I guess I would have liked to learn a little bit about how their training went, because in the beginning he mentioned that they were trainees, and I don't exactly know what that means. I can kind of assume that it's basically like they auditioned with the agency YG, and they were trained, singing classes, acting classes. But then what does that entail? Like, what did the deal look like? Do they have like the freedom of creativity? Are they just controlled? How does their like life as artists look like is something that I would really like to learn about. And so if there's any videos that you guys think I should watch regarding that, I would really appreciate it. Complete dominance for 10 years. And as the guy said, 4 girls that just auditioned. They were not meant to be this big, you know, to just crash into the mainstream Western scene, all of this, but they did. And 4 Asian girls just dominated everything. So that's a big achievement for the Asian community. And ever since then, you see they paved the way for a lot of other groups. And I think that's great. Every time somebody paves the way for others to express their creativity, for me, it's an achievement, because people are often scared to express themselves and just put stuff out there. I was with the videos. But when somebody paves the way for you, and you have an example to follow, the best can only come out of it. So yeah, I'm really happy that I reacted to that. I'm happy that I came back. It's been a while since I took time to film a video. Like I said, it's been a crazy week. Obviously, I'm gonna try to put out the Squid Game video. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna edit it because it seems to be just so strict. But whatever you guys want me to react to next, I got some nice video ideas that are coming this week. Not the usual. Now we're in Thailand, now we're in Bangkok. We're gonna do some nice stuff. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for reacting with me. Thank you for letting me know, making me a part of this journey. And I cannot wait to be back. Like, subscribe, and follow for the journey. It was your boy Nate. I'm happy to be back, and see you soon for a new video.